Hello, right, I'm back. Excellent. I've got a cup of tea, which is going to improve my performance, I would think, by at least 12%, if not more. You have to listen to me drink it now, which is a bit grim. Right, let's crack on. I feel good. I feel like we're on the cusp of something here, so let's keep going. There's all sorts of tidying up to be done, isn't there? Factorization and stuff to do with layout and stuff that I've just ignored. And I think I'm going to carry on ignoring it. But let's make it work, and then it'll be cool. It'll be, as long as it's useful. We won't go into a production with it or anything, but it'll be cool. Anyway, so what we want to do now, up till now, we have just returned the word. So that's obviously not useful at all. So what we need to do now is we just need to take that word. So this is the bit that returns the word. So let's call that return word. And all we need to do is, I feel maybe I probably shouldn't say this. I feel like I'm almost done. Actually, I feel like this last video isn't even going to be all that long. But famous last words, eh? Now all we need to do is we just need to search the comments data. Or maybe I'll factorize or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's not get ahead. I'm jumping ahead. So what we need to do now is we just need to bring back the data. And oh, that's the function. I just want to filter it, and I'm going to filter it. This is something I very frequently get wrong. I think grep returns true and false, whereas grep-l returns a vector of indices that describe where the matches are. To tell you the truth, off the top of my head, I'm not sure which one. Does dplyr accept both of those? I'm not sure if it does or it doesn't, but it certainly accepts the first one. It must do, because that's, if you run like something like is.n8, it will return a vector of booleans. So that's grep. I think I got that right around, but it's fun. I'm enjoying myself finding out, because I can't. There's no way to hide on this video, is there? If I get it wrong, then I'm an idiot, and it's on the internet forever. So it's cool. So we're looking for return word. Filter by grep return word. And the thing we're looking in is the data again, isn't it? It's filter data, and it's the best thing comments from filter data. And then we just need to just pull out the comments using pull, and I think it's not going to work, is it? I'm not even going to go with that. I could have recorded this video like 4 times and perfectly know whether it works. Let's just find out. Let's stop talking rubbish and look. Nope. Okay, I messed up grep. I've used grep many times. I feel that one day I will absorb it, but not today. Okay. Let's go to the docs. It's F1 to go to the docs. Just there's a random RStudio hint just for those of you who don't know that. Oh no, I've got it the wrong way around. Oh, I think it's grep-l. Look, it's down here. Grep-l returns a logical vector. Grep logical. I think that's how you remember. There we go. I've learned something. That's exciting, isn't it? I've lost the code now. Yeah, here it is. Right, let's try again. Ta-da! Well, what do you know, Joe? It basically works. That's pretty cool, man. I like it. I'm excited by that. Okay, let's just tidy up a bit because it looks very ugly. I did this in the first video, didn't I? I want to go back to that first video thing. I should have kept the code around. I just got rid of it in a What's the word? Hubris. Got rid of it in a fit of hubris. However, I can remember the flaming what's it called? You know, the dot thing. Whatever the dot does, I can remember that. Well, that was a good sentence. Okay, dot. Paste. NP. And I just need to label it as HTML like I did last time. And that can be done simply, as we found out in the first video, and as I should have known in the first place, like that. Oh, very nice. There you go. Well, that's quite handy, isn't it? So, helped and listened. Okay. Well, I've only been back for 6 minutes. That is really what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, and of course I didn't enable it for that. Well, I don't know. Interesting. Oh, let's look at that thing that was interesting before. I mean, it's random, but it probably happened again. With any luck. Yeah, look, there it is. I didn't enable it for that side, did I? That might be nature's way of telling me to factorize the code. Should we do that? Let's do that, because I've only been back for 6 minutes. And I do want it to have more functionality than that, but to be honest, I hadn't planned that far ahead. Although I didn't do it on paper, I kind of did it in my head. I wanted to do that, and I've just done it. So I think I definitely want to keep working on this app on a video. Actually, I think it's a good fit. So yes, everybody who doesn't want to spend ages watching me factorize code painfully, just you can be happy now. Just pretend that's the end of the video and go about your day. Everyone wants to stick around for till the bitter end. Let's make that other table work. But in so doing, let's properly factorize all of this code. Okay. I'm just going to talk through it actually first, because it will help me and it will hopefully help you. So this needs to get sorted out. So we want this. Yeah, okay. I think that's okay. Basically, if we can make a function that accepts a data frame and acts on a variable with a certain name that is given to it because whoever writes the program is saying this has got comments in it, this has got a character vector in it, and the name of that character vector. That, yeah, and then this one, what's this one doing here? Well, that doesn't need factorizing, that's fine as it is. And this one, oh yeah, you see the only difficulty is there's two tables on the screen, isn't there? I think this was the pedantic code I wrote with the other one actually. Well, I guess we can just get them both working simultaneously, can't we? You see, I kind of want that to be two of those, but that kind of feels like it says it's not properly factorized. Because we do really need to know which table they clicked on, don't we? That's the drawback here. Oh yes, I remember in the other application I wrote one, and it was a tabbed output, so you could infer which table they were clicking on from which tab was selected. But I can't do that here because I was going to have them both on the screen at the same time. Maybe I should just have them not both on the screen at the same time. Maybe that's not as useful as all that anyway. Is that useful? Or I could test, I suppose, whether either had a value. I could do that. That would probably get rid of the need for this code actually, couldn't I? I could just go all the way through and say, if this table has got value selected, then do this. and if it doesn't, then just don't do anything, don't complain in big red text. And if this value has got values, then do a thing, and if not, just shut up. That feels quite neat to me, I suppose. I don't know if I know how to pass the name of the table into the application. That's the only thing I don't know. You can turn strings into R code, I think is it with eval? Is that the one? No, it's not, is it? I can't remember what you call it. Run string R. Executing an R string. Oh, it's parse. Parse. Yeah, before you do this C Fortune 106, if the answer is parse, you should usually rethink the question. Yeah, I don't know. Let's not go. I might go on the forums, actually. I might do that. That could be my homework. Go on the forums and find out. What I'll do is I'll write a kind of pseudo factorized one that does deal with having two tables being clicked on, but it doesn't know the name of the. You can't pass them in as they're hard coded into the function, which is obviously wrong. But at least the structure of the code will be more appropriate. Let's do that. Okay, so that's that. That's wherever that one was. This one here. I wonder, you know, I don't want to go on about all this for too long. There was a thing about data table information, wasn't there? I'm just wondering if the data table will maybe tell you what it's called. No, I didn't want this, did I? Sorry, it's a bit boring, this, isn't it? How to use data tables. Should I search for DT? You probably should search for DT Shiny instead, shouldn't I? Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Actually, the name of the table is probably available in the session argument, isn't it? I don't know. This is all a good question. I can't think about it now because I'm just sitting here silently. I don't know. This is interesting. I don't know the answer to this. I might come back to it. I feel like in theory you could write something where you pass to a function a data frame and the name of the comments variables in that data frame, and have a function that returns the clicked values of a table and does all that. But as I'm thinking it through, it's quite fiddly. I think you need to get the table names off the session variable, which you can do because it will give you the names of all the outputs. And then you need to somehow munge them together to make this. It's an interesting question. Anyway, as I say, we're going to cheat today. Let's stop thinking about it now. I might come back to this. Okay, and the last one. Oh, the last one is this is the whole. So this isn't done at all, is it? So this is what we're going to ultimately factorize. Cool. Right. Let's do it. So, reactive function so what we really want we need to return this in a function, don't we, and then pass it to the reactive. This is pretty hard. Let's call this return table. Return table equals a function which takes a value of data frame and a value of variable name. And it's basically going to do this. Just cut that out. It's going to do that, except this is going to be the data frame, and this so this is where we start using that clever thing. What's it called? Non-standard evaluation. Now this one I know, sort of, or my Hive brain knows. I'm going to do something that I often do. I'm not just doing it to make me seem like the font of all knowledge, but everything that I have known in my past. No, that's not right. I'm not spelling my own name right, that's the problem. Everything that I've known in the past is on my blog. I don't know how to find it. Maybe non-standard will bring it back. Wasn't all that long that I know that doesn't work. Oh, here it is. So it's exclamation mark, which I believe is pronounced bang bang, and it's this as well, sim, bang bang sim, and that should work. So it's bang bang brackets sim brackets variable name. Like that. I think that should work. So now if we run this function here, so it'll be the value return table, but with the value of the data frame that we return from a reactive function, and the name of a variable, which is best. I'll be sort of amazed if this does work, being honest, but you never know, you lot, do you? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Well, I haven't broken it yet. That's good. Just keep writing code until it stops being broken and then stop. So that's that. That's factorized now. That's cool. That works like that. That's what we want. That works like that. That's what we want as well. Yeah, this is going pretty well. And this last one, yeah, this last one, it doesn't. Yeah, there's all those. I'm just trying to think all those problems through again, but I can't really think of a way of improving it. You know, I'm just going to have two of those. It's too complicated. I might come back to it. I might go on the forums or something. I might come back to it when I've got a better understanding of it. But I don't think I can really factorize that, as I mentioned, because of this. I don't know. I honestly, to be honest, I don't think I even know how really. And if I did, it would take way too long. So this, all we need now basically is just these two that just. See, we kind of need two of these though, don't we, because of the way that the table's clicking again, because this is going to take values from this function. So unless we know what table we're clicking on, we can't really do it very well, can we? So this is tricky, isn't it? I don't really want to separate the outputs. From a UI point of view, I kind of want them both on the screen. I don't want to put them in different tabs just to make the code work. That seems a bit regressive. Oh no, sorry, no. I think that does work, doesn't it? No, it does. It does, because I can write return improve table equals a reactive function with return table. Yeah, because return table is factorized, isn't it? So it wants the data like before, but this time we're going to pass a different variable name like this. Oh, see, I put too many brackets in. Like that. Yeah, that works. So this now is just return improve table. Oh, broken all my brackets now. Right, there you go. And then, as I mentioned, I just need to just do this by hand, really, because, well, I've said several times why I just need to just let go of the fact that I just can't do it, or certainly not in a 3-hour video. I can't. You don't want to sit with me hour after hour at 11:30 at night with me crying. I'm sure maybe that's for the next series. So this one is going to be based on a totally different table. And it's going to use different table values. And it's going to pull from a different function. It does work this as a code pattern, doesn't it? It's making sense to me. You have these reactive functions that don't do anything really, but they enable you to factor out all this messy data code. I mean, there's not that much of it, is there really? So I mean, you know, in a sense you could say, well, why bother with all this? I suppose I'm more doing it for the principle of it, really. Because ultimately this is, you know, this has got to have a unique oh, actually, no, I suppose if I'm not, at the moment, if I'm not factorizing the clicky table thing, I guess I don't even need this either, do I? I can just go straight to here. I don't need a reactive function just to hold that. Or I don't think I do. Just realizing I'm coming up to breaking all the code, aren't I? I could have done with a git commit, really, couldn't I? I feel I remember more often, to be honest, when I'm not recording a video. I'm not usually this hopeless. Yeah, because return table will return a data frame. I need to add this, don't I? But there's no reason why I can't add that onto here like this. Selection equals single. Like that. I think that's it. I think that works. Could not find function return improved table. Oh no, because I messed it up, didn't I? So this actually should just have this. Yeah, sorry, I just broke that, didn't I? I just wrote it the wrong way around. This. Oh yes, I just wrote on top. Sorry, that was just completely stupid, wasn't it? I just wrote on top of the code that already worked. Clearly, I need a separate function for that, don't I? This is supposed to be the other comments. So that's like that. But then if we just change this, oh, and this, that's the problem, isn't it? You see, it's that bit. Sorry, that was quite stupid, wasn't it? I feel like they're both subtly wrong now. Let me just go through check them. So this is a text. Yeah, you see, I've messed that up as well, haven't I? Oh, and this as well needs changing, doesn't it? Oh no, it doesn't, because no. Well, oh yeah, of course, no. That's fine. Return that. Blah blah blah. Yep, I think that's right. Then this one we're looking at that table, we're slicing by that row index, and this is returning the wrong values, isn't it? And we just obviously need to wait for it to live. And then another column, so column 5, comma, all this, well we don't need an offset actually, do we? It's just this. And is it just called improve text? I think it is, isn't it? That might work, I've lost track a little bit. Yeah, so this one's not working. There's something wrong with this because these haven't got the words in. I've obviously made some subtle mistake somewhere. Okay, that one up top looks okay. I was going to remove this, wasn't I? That doesn't need to be in there anymore. No, let me look again. I've lost it. No. Let's start from the bottom this time. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, you see, this should be factorized, shouldn't it? I kind of feel like I probably could do this using parsing a string representation of it. Anyway, I'll stop thinking about that now. I'll come back to it. Cool, it works, doesn't it? Do you know what I've just realised would be cool though? I don't know whether I dare try and do it now. Is colouring the words in, that would be good, wouldn't it? How easy is that? Take a string, find the elements of it, and colour them in. I've never done that before. I think I might come back. I might do a bit of research and come back to that. I might be another one to another video. I'm wondering, I know there are some packages that do string processing in R. I haven't used them much. It's possible that some of the functionality is in there. Off the top of my head, I can't really think how I'd even start. I guess you have to split the string by the word and then push some HTML in and then glue it all back together again or something. I don't know. I don't think that'll be interesting. Let's finish off. Let's finish off the video. It's gone well. Definitely less than 3 hours. I don't know exactly how much it is. Maybe 2. Well, I did cheat slightly by binning all that video, I suppose. To be honest, if you put all that together, it's probably coming up for 2.5. Right. It works. I've achieved what I set out to do. I've made a video. Now I'm going to git commit. Oh, I know what we'll do. No, I know what we'll do to finish. I really didn't plan this, did I? Sorry, listening to me ramble on. Let's put it on GitHub, and then I'll put the link in the YouTube thing. That's a good idea. Yes. So we haven't talked about Git much yet, have we? Because I haven't been committing things because I'm stupid again. So we just need to I mentioned this before, didn't I? Just click in the boxes and it will say what you want to commit. So this is showing you the changes that you've made in this. So the red is things that have come out, and the green is things that have gone in. It's sort of not that much, is it? You know, when you look at it, it feels like there's more coding than that, but obviously some of the stuff... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. You know, you can sort of see, you can imagine, if you've never used Git before, you can imagine looking at this, you can see this, and then you compare, so this is gone, but then this is in its place. So you can just look at this and just think, well, what's happened here? And also here as well, you can see, you can see the green is coming in. It's a function, isn't it? It's not a reactive function like that. It's just a plain old function. And you can see, look, there's some non-standard evaluation going on. It just makes a bit of sense, basically. Same thing here. So it doesn't do all the thinking for you, but it's a great help. And again, let's look at oh, that's very small. Yeah, we just we just had an output. That's all we've done since the last commit. So let's write another commit message. Let's write final commit for now. At the end of the video, we have the desired functionality. Click a row and review comments, review relevant comments, and then to do add word highlighting from row selection. Yeah, I think I'll come back to it. I'll do it. Let's do a video. Why not? So we click commit. So again now, that's it. We can now, we can roll back to that. If I make a mess of it in the next video, we can always roll back to it. There's something else you can do as well, which is, and I won't talk about it in detail now, but you can also make another branch. So at the moment I'm working on the master branch, and so what you do is you go forward and forward and forward with commits on the master branch. And then if you screw it up, you can go back. But with branches, what you can do is and I'm saying this partly because this is how I work now, you don't really work on the master branch. The master branch is just for the code that actually works. Whenever you're developing, you work on a development branch. And you do all the stuff, and you make it work, and then you've always got the master branch to fall back on, but you can do all the stuff in the branch, and then when it all works, you just merge it back into the master. And then you make a new branch, and you just keep going like that. But that's for another day. So, how do we push to Git? Let's push this to Git right now, live. So, it's been a while for this as well, actually. I think it's been project options. Just need to go to Git. Need to go to the origin. Oh, hang on. How do you set the origin up? Oh, I think you have to do it on I need to set it up in the first instance, I think, on GitHub, and then right, so my username, what is my username on Git? I think it's just Chris. Oh no, hang on, no, this isn't the sign in, is it? I hate that they always go on. Why would you land on the sign up? Clearly most people are going to be on want sign in. It's silly. Anyway, I think that's my name on GitHub. Just getting my password out of a little vault where it lives. Would you like Firefox to save this login? Yeah, why not? Okay, so here's me. New repository. Repository name, comment Shiny app. Description, I'm not going to do all that now. TBC. Public. I probably should initialize. My computer's making a weird buzzing noise. I hope that's not a problem anywhere. Right, create repository. Oh, I don't know. Let's just Google it. Connect to remote RStudio. No, I didn't want that at all. What? What? Blah 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 blah. Oh, hang on. Is it not going to tell me? That's annoying. Oh, existing. Oh, here it is. In RStudio, start a new project. I don't want to start a new project. Sorry, this is taking a bit longer than I thought it would. I thought this was going to be snappy. Oh, it must be possible. It seems to be saying that it's not possible to do what I'm trying to do. It must be possible, surely. Yeah, maybe it's not possible to do this in RStudio. That's maybe where I was going wrong. Okay. Fine, let's do it with a shell. No, it's easier. We'll do it. Let's do it from the Git shell, just because it'll just the right working directory. That's all. Okay. So it's Chris Bealey, and the repo name is that. Okay, did that work? Git push. Oh, yes. I do like the way Git does help you out sometimes. Username. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Oops. Password. Just copy and paste it in from my little thing. Little vault. Oh. I seem to have a bit of a problem here. To view your current branches behind its remote counterpart. So I wonder if RStudio is aware of the yeah, it is. If your local branch is already up to date, you may need to run git pull rebase. Okay. This has all gone a bit wrong, hasn't it? I should have done it the other way around, it looks like. Never mind. Oh, goodness me. This is getting a bit tedious. Ah, done. Right. That wasn't the right way of doing it, so learn from my fail, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I think if I'd set it up... There must be a way of doing this, but I don't know what it is. If you go into new project, I guess it's better to check out a project from a version record. So just create an empty project on GitHub and then check it out here and then write all your code in here. There must be a sensible way of doing what I just did writing some code and then later on, in fact I've done it myself, so I don't know what the problem was there. I don't know what I've done wrong, and some of those commands I was running there were a bit silly, and I don't think designed to be used in the way that I'm using them at all, but never mind. I don't know why I did that, because I've messed up my yeah, let's just leave it as is. So it's there. So now it should be here. There should be some code. Yeah, here it is. Cool. That's fun, isn't it? I suppose with the problem with the code is that it won't work because I haven't committed the data, have I? So, as I say, there's no problem with sharing it because I've scrubbed all the private stuff out. So it's a little bit big. I think you're not really supposed to push massive great things to GitHub, but not to worry. Let's push it and then people can run it. I hadn't really even thought about that. Commit to add data to make it runnable. So that's that. The push and pull buttons aren't working. That's probably just because I need to restart, I'm guessing. So we just do a git push. Oh goodness me, I've just been through all this. Just realised, of course, I normally have SSH keys for my GitHub, so I don't normally have to log in every 5 seconds. I must get that sorted out. Okay, cool. So that should be on here now. Yeah, there it is. So you can download all that stuff if you want. But for those of you who don't know, the other thing you can do now is, let's just do it in a totally blank session of ours so you can see there's nothing up my sleeve. So all you need to do now is just run Shiny. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Ugh. And it's just run GitHub. Just remind myself of the arguments. Repo username. What is repo? Oh, I see. Repo username. Oh, yes. So, it's just, what was it called again, the thing? Comment Shiny app, was it? I think it was called that. Let's just have a look. No, that's not there, is it? Comment Shiny app, yeah, okay. So it's comment Shiny app. And it's me. And then it should just work. It should just download the whole thing to your computer beautifully, simply. And it should just run. Yep, there it goes. Awesome. Good old GitHub. Actually, I'm noticing here, it says that it's mentioned 62 times, but this isn't 62 times, is it? That's strange. Yeah, I can't see why that would be. I mean, it seems to work. But there just doesn't seem to be enough comments for each thing. That's interesting, isn't it? Just trying to see where they could be being lost. So the return table function takes a data frame, filters it by whether they're missing. Counts them. Takes the top 10. And it operates on the filtered data. So that's the table. Return a data frame. Yeah, look, I've not remembered about this equals thing once, have I? Not a single time. I've been too busy concentrating about other things. Which I should be now, really. Oops. Well, how disappointing. I really was going to stop the video then. It seems like a good place to stop, but now I'm a bit struggling with... I mean, there's loads of those, isn't there? It seems to be partly just this one word. Yeah, there's loads of those, isn't there? It's just that one word, isn't it? That's very curious. Unless it's counting every single time. Because the thing about this is in the data. I wonder whether it's somehow counting every single time. Oh, do you know what? I think it is, isn't it? I do vaguely remember I was going to put a select in and never did. Oh no, that's not right. No, because that's what the onNest tokens function does, doesn't it? It selects the column. No, it's all done there, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, it's not going to be interesting watching me do this. So let's finish. Let's actually finish now. There does seem to be a weird bug in this application, but just for this one word, where you hardly get any. I do not know why. That's very odd. I'll give it some thought another time. And that's that. I'm trying to think of something to say to sum up. I think that's all I want to say, really. That's how you build a Shiny app. Badly. That's how I use GitHub and Git again badly. So I don't know what happened. That Git thing was quite strange. And stay tuned for more. I guess I probably will work on this app a bit more on a video, and I guess I probably will arrange something else as well in the future.